It's just shocking news that over the weekend there was carnage on the road. 11 people were killed, and the toll in Victoria particularly devastating. A man was killed just 10 days before his wedding in a smash with a P-plater. 5 young friends, including twin girls, killed after a last-minute decision to drive to the races. One man who is trying to make a change is John Maher. He lost his teenage daughter in a car accident that was 16 years ago. Ever since, John has been reaching out to teenagers, to school kids, hoping that his terrible story will make them think twice before they get behind the wheel of a car. John Maher joins me from Melbourne. Good morning, John. Welcome.
Thank you, Kerri-Anne. Good morning.
John, after suffering such a terrible, terrible loss, can you describe your emotions when you watch the 6 o'clock news and see the sort of carnage we've witnessed this weekend?
Kerri-Anne, it's just total devastation, and for me, the really interesting thing is that these people have all been killed in car crashes. Their lives are finished, but you know, it's just starting for the parents and the brothers and sisters and the friends. It's the end for the young people that have been killed, but the rest of the family and friends have been thrown into a life of total despair. We've lived that life, our family, for the last 16 years. We'll live it forever, and I feel so sorry for the families, and that's why I go to schools and talk to these young people and ask them and plead with them to look after their own lives on the roads and to look after the lives of others on their roads as well.
What happened to your daughter, Carmen?
It was a Saturday morning. It was a beautiful Saturday morning, and at about 7:30, Carmen left home to take her best friend, Carmen Trevine, her name was then, she's now married, Carmen White, into Kangaroo Flat to work at McDonald's on a Saturday morning, and thankfully Carmen dropped Carmen off at Kangaroo Flat, and on her way home Carmen went to sleep at the wheel and she was killed when she hit a tree. What we didn't know until a couple of days later, Carmen was able to tell us that they spoke till 4:30 in the morning. Carmen had had one of her hundreds of sleepovers at our house. They were just the very best of friends, and Carmen at 8:10 in the morning, unbelievably, went to sleep at the wheel because she was fatigued, and we lost our baby girl.
Just tragic. Now, as you said, you go out to school students. They're teenagers. They've either got their licence, they're about to get their licence. We all know teenagers think they're invincible. It's hard to know it's ever going to happen to them. What is it, from your experience in the last several years, that teenagers react to, John?
What I'm doing at schools is I am telling the young people how valuable their life is, and how valuable their life is not just to them, but how valuable it is to their family and their friends. One of the things that I do say that has a great impact in my presentation is that I tell the kids to go home after hearing Carmen's story, walk into the house, walk straight up to their mum and tell their mum how much they love their mum. When Dad gets home from work, tell Dad how much they love him as well. When their brothers and sisters come home, tell them how much they love them. Because do you know what, Kerri-Anne? We can't ever tell Carmen how much we love her again. And that's the thing that we miss the most. We can't give Carmen a cuddle. Carmen's no longer a part of our lives, although I'm the lucky one in our family, because when I go to school, Carmen is very much a part of my life for the hour that I speak at secondary schools. And everyone who hears me talk know that Carmen is there with me. I might be the spokesperson, but it's Carmen's message that everyone's hearing. And I want all of these kids, they only have one life. They must understand that they only have one life and they must protect it with everything that they've got. Because even if they can't and don't want to protect it for themselves, please look after their own lives for their family and friends, because they will be devastated for the rest of their lives once they kill themselves in a car crash.
So you put the onus back on to think how other people will feel. You won't be with us any longer, but think how your family will feel. Do you believe, John, you've saved lives?
I absolutely believe that I saved lives. In fact, I believe Carmen's saving lives. Carmen's been dead for 16 years now, but I know that it's Carmen's words that are coming through me. Carmen is working hard to do this because we are a very, very close family. And Carmen would never ever have wanted to do anything like this to us as a family, and that's what she's done. Carmen's put us in a situation where we are now without Carmen for the rest of our lives, and we just can't get over it. And I know, Kerri-Anne, that my wife Ange and my daughters Michelle, Katrina and Jasmine will be watching this program this morning, and I have no doubt they'll be sitting in front of the TV and they'll be crying, and they won't be crying for me, they'll be crying for Carmen, because Carmen's gone, and she's gone forever.
John, I think there will be more than just your own family sitting in front of the television listening to this with a tear in their eye. You've done some fabulous work. You clearly have saved lives. You've made such an effort with your daughter Carmen. So we thank you, and we just hope sincerely that parents and teenagers can get this message through. We'll bid you good morning. Thank you.
Thank you, Kerri-Anne.
John Maher joining us from Melbourne. It's a pretty tough story, one to really think about as we get into, well, what we call the silly season.